The member for Waite.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Supplementary to the Minister in regards to sports vouchers. With the extension of this sports voucher scheme to Year 8 and 9 students, did the Minister contemplate extending that to Scouts and Girl Guides participants, and if not, why not?
Thank you very much.
For Recreation, Sport and Racing.
And stress the point of how excited we are that we have extended this program. I do go back to the point that under the previous government it was only a $50 voucher, and in fact they didn't have it budgeted going forward at the last election. So we put the $100 in, and now we have expanded it. We have expanded it to swimming, we've expanded it to dance, and we think that was really, really important too. What we are focused on here, and as Minister for Sport, I make no apologies that we are really keen to get more people more active. We know if we can get people doing 150 minutes of exercise per week, we could get every South Australian doing that. We could save the health budget over $800 million a year. So this is a really important piece. So we want to make sure we get people active. We understand Scouts do an outstanding job. Part of the prerequisite for this program is to have, I think it's a 10-week physical activity program, and that's where the focus is, and that's where we've kept it. So we do appreciate, and we will continue to look. We have shown a propensity to expand this program when and where is possible. Like I said, dance and swimming were added, and that was really appreciated by families. And that, of course, had a growth in the money, again, that went back into the pockets of South Australian families. This really helps with the cost of living. And now we're going out to Year 9 students as well. We're really proud of that. We think that's great. We'll continue to look to expand it at every term. I thank the Treasurer for his support with this, because this is a great cost of living initiative, and we know that it really, really does help. But again, it drives to our goal here to get people more active, get them doing more physical activity, because we know the health benefits that come with that. And whilst we're talking about health benefits, and we know, and we saw again yesterday, the great amount of money that the Treasurer and the Health Minister got towards mental health, this is actually at the start of the journey, if you like. And this is, we know, getting people involved in sporting clubs, getting them physically active, has a big benefit towards their mental health as well. So we will keep delivering on that. We're really proud of the initiatives we have. Of course, we've put nearly $400 million into sport since coming into government. Grassroots sports, right the way through to elite, as I've been pointing out, and some of the community facilities that we have been doing right across South Australia. And I have great pleasure in going to the regions and talking to many of the local members out there, and also the local sporting communities, about how important it is that we put money back into sporting facilities, because what it does, it creates a hub where people can come. And of course, we saw through COVID in particular how important these sporting facilities were as community facilities as well. Yes, we know getting them physically active and playing sport is vitally important, because it's good for their health and their well-being, but it's the actual social congregation as well at these sporting clubs that proved to be really, really important. And when we did have lockdowns for a little while and we couldn't have sport, and thankfully here in South Australia that was only a very short, brief period of time, but we did note that social impact was quite large. So our investment is really, really important. It's really important for sports, to keep sports progressing and making sure they've got those facilities so that we can keep the growth of women's sport. Of course, we're very keen on that. Those family-friendly facilities. Again, money that the opposition never even dreamt of putting into sport. Some $400 million into these facilities are sensational, and the people really appreciate.
Minister resume his seat.